YouTube, what's going on? Brand new review here from the fine folks over at Under Armour. Under Armour has been showing me a lot of love lately. They sent over a couple cool things for me. So big shout out to you guys. I want to unbox this and show you guys what we have inside. Let's check it out. All right, wow, the beautiful people over at Under Armour really did hook it up. So I'm nothing but grateful for that. Thank you very much. I want to start with, I guess, some of the apparel things. I mean, first thing first, we know it's cold out. It's November. It's getting chilly. People still want to work out. For me personally, I'm inside a gym at this point, but I am, in and out of gyms, going to basketball. I'm trying to play 2-3 times a week. So on my way to basketball, I actually typically bike, which sounds crazy, but I've been doing it. And, what better way to stay bundled than to, get some gear that's going to really protect you from some of the cold and keep you warm. This right here, a lot of it is their cold gear fabric. So what's cold gear? This is, for the most part, breathable, very stretchy kind of fabric that, allows you to stay warm in some of these colder climates that we're experiencing right now. I've tried all those kind of, I guess, other brands in terms of like base layers and that kind of thing. There's two things that bother me about them that seems like they've kind of solved with a lot of these products. One, bulkiness. I find that, you want warmth, so you're going to actually naturally layer up. But a lot of stuff gets bulky. You end up like feeling a lot of that kind of sweat build up between different layers. Based on the cold gear stuff that they've been doing, this changes a lot of that. So right here, I mean, you can feel it. It's super lightweight. It feels thick, but it doesn't feel like it's going to kind of like ride up, in your junk area or whatever if you're wearing pants. But as it relates to, hoodies, pants, and even up, tops, I think that's kind of what they're getting at with the whole cold gear material. Second thing is, if you are working out, like, there's a lot of people that are outdoors, they might be going for runs. They might be, cycling in the winter. These are all common things. You want to make sure that you have some level of mobility, right? Anyone can layer up and wear any of those fabrics that you're seeing out there. But if you can't move around and perform, it makes it pretty tough. So I would say, for me personally, what's kind of sticking out is, one, I would probably wear these. This is kind of looks like a short that you could wear outdoors if you are doing some sort of a workout. You have the top layer, and this feels, I'm going to tell you guys right now, out of everything that I've felt so far, is probably the best quality thing I've felt just in general in a while. Not a ton of branding or anything of that nature, but this material feels really, really nice. Super stretchy too, actually, which is great. And then, underneath, typically for me, like, I like wearing these kind of longs. You can pair these underneath a pair of shorts and kind of do that combination if you're outside and you're running. But for me, if I'm like, gonna play something, if maybe it's the fall, winter, or maybe it's coming out the spring, you want to get outdoors. Maybe you actually want to play outdoor ball. You could wear something like this just in terms of layering up, staying warm, but also staying mobile. And two other small things. I mean, it's funny. I was biking the other day and I don't have a pair of gloves, so this comes really nicely. But, again, this seems like a pretty standard pair of gloves. Big shout outs there. And then the hoodies. One thing I will say about UA, and this is like completely outside of them sending me this, I still have a couple UA hoodies that I wear consistently. And out of all these hoodies, all these other brands that I've worn, I wear that all the time. It looks pretty much brand new. I've probably had it for at least 4 or 5 years. So I really love a lot of their hoodies. I love some of their soft goods. I think that's one of their kind of strong suits. So definitely going to be something I'm going to be wearing. I'll be sure to flick up some photos. But last thing I want to get to is actually this. So this is interesting. I'm a big footwear guy. And they sent these over. We're going to take a look at the tag real quick. So these are called the UA Hover Phantom 3 SE Warm. So this is going to be probably almost like a boot construction. These are actually pretty nice. So you have the zipper construction in the front, UA branding near the heel, and then insulation technology. So this is cool. I Again, I don't have a pair of like warm, I don't know if these will work in the winter, they probably will, but like something warm that will protect your feet. I don't have a pair of boots. I'm actually still wearing like old boots, but I actually love the outsole here. This feels like there's some traction here, right? So you're gonna be, something you can wear outside when it's snowing. Maybe there's some ice on the ground. This might be a really, really good option. I actually really like this color a lot. This is almost like a violet, kind of like a purple. Super nice, and nice touches on the traction. I do like that, Under Armour gear, for one, well-made stuff, I would say, obviously, but two, I think really geared towards that athlete. I think this is the main thing. There's other brands that kind of, they'll play around from a casual standpoint. They'll play around from a workout standpoint. I do think that some of these products are kind of more geared towards that athlete. Not saying, you have to be an intense athlete to wear this stuff, but I will say it is geared towards someone that, might be outside, might be indoors, might be performing a bit more, and actually just like putting your products to the test, and you want to make sure stuff isn't wearing down. So far, first impressions on just what I have here, pretty impressed with it all. Again, I want to give a special thank you to the UA team for some of the gear. If you guys have any specific questions, please let me know in the comments down below, because I will be updating sort of my performance reviews on all this kind of stuff. But for now, you guys, appreciate you watching. Hit the video with a like if you appreciate some of the content I'm making. I'm hopefully coming out with a lot more soon. Hope you guys have a great week ahead. Peace.